President Trump's silent assassin, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, keeping his cool during a heated congressional hearing on the economy, not letting Mad Maxine Waters, no relation, get the best of him.
Reclaiming my time.
Was a mass
Reclaiming my time.
unfettered immigration.
Mr. Chair, will you
let
let
in
him know
between 10
that
and
when I
20
asked
million
him time
immigrants.
Time does
took
belong
up
to
the housing
gentlewoman
stock.
from California.
10 and 20 million immigrants
Can you
took
shut
up the
him up?
housing stock of working Americans. And can you maintain some level of dignity?
Gentlelady's time has expired.
No, my time has not expired.
Your
I'm
time has
asking you to
expired.
do your
Yes,
responsibility
Secretary.
as Secretary of the Treasury. Stop
Mr.
covering
Bessent.
for the president.
Yeah, well,
Stop being his flunky. Work for the American people.
And maybe
Don't
you're
be
going-
a
maybe you're
cover-up
going to-
for a mob.
Dana, what did you think of that?
Well, first of all, if I were going to a hearing where I thought I was going to be adversarial with somebody smarter than me, I would
Prepare.
and I would also maybe be deferential a little bit and say, you tell me, sir. But I think this is also what happens when you do not have better ideas than your opponents. So what they'd like to do is show that we're really tough and we're going to be able to shout them down and look at Kamala Harris. We just did that segment. They have now basically a trolling site. There's nothing in there. That's Harold's been saying, well, what are we saying about housing? How are we going to address electricity prices and AI data centers? What are we doing about tax policy and regulations in the age of AI? There's none of that. So what they have to go against somebody as smart as Bessent is just basically yelling at him. And if I were them, I would have I might have even faked sick day.
You would never do that, Dana. You're too honest. Greg, on the other hand.
To watch, what was it? Price is Right. That was on in the morning. Yes. You remember?
My sister was on that.
This is so racist. Two black people attacking a gay white man. I mean, I'm going to point it out. Since when, did demanding a yes or no answer after, a 5-minute ad hominem attack become, the hearing? Because that's what it is. And it makes the Inquisition look so comical because it's the opposite of truth-seeking. It's like you get nothing out of it except you feel a little nauseous, and it might be funny. It's like you're being interrogated by a protester with 3 cats and ADHD. This is where the paid agitators and the Democrats become inseparable because there's this, non-conscious thinking. They're focused on a simple act at the expense of dialogue or debate or nuance. They're like meter maids. They never look up from the pad. And you could say whatever you want. They're not done. They're going to do it. And it wouldn't work in any real conversation. It's like take an ICE agent who has to perform a number of functions simultaneously. But the agitator only has one function. And it's very simple. It's just to interfere. That's what you see in the hearing. They only have to do one thing, but Bessent has to handle subjects like the economy, tariffs, interest rates. They just have to scream.
Harold, the Republicans never treat their Democrat guests like this, do they?
They have. We've reached lows. This was not a good day for our government, for people to watch the kind of hostility between Ms. Waters and Mr. Bessent. I served in Congress, and when people would come before the committee, they were our guests, and we were exercising oversight or exercising our authorizing abilities, and which didn't lead to the Appropriations Committee funding these things. This was essentially an oversight hearing, and I do think when you come to Congress, Congress couldn't go to the White House and behave this way, or go to a cabinet. I should say an agency and behave this way in front of the agency, even though the Congress funds those agencies because that's their responsibility. Both sides should take a step back, and I know things are a little heated, but this is not how you fix problems. They're going to be political, and for that matter, substantive policy differences on the approach we should take for taxes, for education, for how we lower inflation, and that's fine, even how we prosecute and fight wars. But the American people deserve a lot better than what we saw, and I blame both sides for what happened.
You can't blame both sides, Harold. You cannot. I refuse to. No, but you were right, though. You're right. You said you don't solve problems that way. The premise is not to solve problems.
But you don't. When you come before the Congress, you don't overtalk a member of Congress. I couldn't go to his agency and overtalk him. Now, this is nothing against Scott Bessent. I know and I like him, but I just think both were wrong. And then I thought the way that one or two of the congressmen yelled at him, it just doesn't bode well for what I think you and I both can agree on. We both want to solve problems. We may differ on how to do it, but we want to solve problems, and you can't do it that way.
You know how they used to solve problems? They used to go out drinking.
Oh, I thought you meant
I thought you were going to be something. I know.
A duel.
Totally.
A duel.
Like out back. Okay, so obviously you are the exception, Harold, because you are perfect in every way. However,
No, I'm not.
I did a deep dive into like
he is-
why? Why has it devolved? Why is it horrific? Why is it so? What's the word? Like so put off? Whatever. And in the 90s. It was apparently sharp but restrained. And when people would say horrific things, they would be punished accordingly. And power flowed through committee seniority. It didn't flow through, your media clips. And then what happened? Television, cameras. And so all of a sudden there was this slow shift where people started becoming theatrical. And then what happened? Social media. And that is when people became downright horrendous. And it's all about rage fundraising, and it's the theatrics of reclaiming my time, and they're shouting, and they're reading from their papers, and they're talking over each other, and they are being so beyond disrespectful. The rhetoric to be patently unacceptable. And it used to be, you embarrassed the institution. And now it's, oh yeah, you owned the other side. Right. So somewhere along the line, they started playing for the dopamine and the clicks. And you know what the proof is? In that clip right there, it was all empty chairs.
Yeah.
There was nobody in that room but the person shouting and Bessent, and then all the empty chairs, but all the eyeballs on the viral clips on social media.
So you blame C-SPAN.
You know what? Only 5 can do that, not them.
That's right.
Only you can point and yell at Jessica.
Yes.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.